would just show up and it would be like, well, no one's here. It's 9:20. We're not doing anything.
Hex, create fireworks with me.
Or
Yes.
in, or
Yes,
in the
yes,
very,
yes, yes, all the colors. Let's give some kid that watches the stream a seizure.
Or in one instance, we'll show up for a game and it'll literally be you and the DM.
Draw shape. Okay.
All right, guys. If we are all ready and
You guys see this? I'm sorry. I'm sorry, sir.
oh, I'm sorry. Do you want to get the game started or not?
Yeah, I was just playing with it while I wait.
Yeah, you. All right.
So don't make us kick you out of the group.
It seems we're missing. Gonna be missing Doom tonight. I'm not sure if we're missing Beef or not, but he hasn't messaged me. We
Doom
shall
gone.
go from here.
I guess it's gonna be a role-playing night.
It could still be combat. I can still throw
True.
something at you. It's just not going to be what I had planned, which kind of pisses me off because I spent 2 hours building shit.
I'm sorry.
You should be. All right.
No, to be fair, you'd probably spend 2 hours building shit, and we'd somehow finagle our way out of it.
No, not
Again.
not this one. Not this time. This time you wouldn't be able to. So you have.
I might even have to dig into 2 spell slots.
I'm kind of hoping.
I might have to use both shotguns.
When last we left off, you had stolen an airship from a breaker yard. Smooth talked your way, mainly because the GM did not want to keep Doom here any longer than he wanted to be. And managed to get away with an airship while leaving the good Captain Emilio's soldiers behind to be slaughtered. Such wonderful people you are.
They earned it. Gold star.
Did they earn it?
To be fair, it's nothing personal against them. We offered them a chance to join us. I offered 215 or whatever her nickname is as accident.
150, I believe, is what his nickname
Yeah.
was.
I offered 150. I got my driver and some of his friends. I mean, it's not like we were like, all right, well, fuck you overall.
Oh boy. And as such, you find yourselves. Good job.
I was just testing it. If it worked right.
You are now on the airship, which you guys. It has a name, but you guys can go ahead and rename it whatever you want. I'm sure you guys want to.
Big boy.
Please tell me that's the BOI boy, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, wait. How big's the airship? Is it a larger airship?
The airship is a. Give me a second to pull the Savage Company books up. Air vehicles. Here we go. It is a cargo class airship. It is 60 feet by 20 feet by 40 feet.
That's pretty cool. It's like a airship.
Can we call it the thick boy?
Does anyone want to break the news to Volt that this is in fact an airship?
My character.
I think it's possible that there may be an airship.
Just only possible.
Really?
Only possible?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You are currently in the sky. The various prisoners and refugees that you've picked up are kind of milling about doing nothing. Does anyone want to explore the ship?
Sure.
Yeah, I'm gonna fly around and look at it.
Actually, yeah.
All right. I have to remember.
I'm gonna explore the parts I can explore.
Iva takes to the sky, swooping alongside the ship. It's a pretty interesting contraption, made of mostly of steel and iron.
Okay. I'm gonna land back on the ship. What are the two there? You guys there?
Did you want me to describe it anymore, or did you just kind of want to?
Yes, I'm sorry.
Like, I mean, if you just want to take a look on the outside of the hull and then leave, you can.
I mean, you describe it as you wanna. Not cut you off.
from the outside, the ship is fairly small, given that it's not very deep. But as you fly under it and above it, you see that it is much wider than it appears, with an area that looks like it could be repurposed as a hangar deck, or as part of a hangar deck, I should say. Maybe for moving cargo or some other types of materials. The do I want to bother getting a name for this ship? Nah, not really. The old name of the ship has been scratched off and basically corroded off the bow of the ship, so it has no name. And it has a lovely gold varnish gold finish on the prow.
Fancy.
It could probably get you a couple of 100 coins.
I'm just gonna swoop back down and be like, oh, so this is what an airship is. I basically lived on one of these.
Fun. Do you know how to fly it?
God, no. I was just along for the ride.
Right.
They told me to go kill somebody and I would. It was pretty funny. I'm gonna go over to Hex's character. I'm gonna be like, so from what I hear, your world is kind of like my world. I have no idea what any of this stuff is, and I feel like if you came from another place, is it similar to how my place might be?
Really understand what you mean, like in what respect, sir, ma'am?
Thing.
Creature from beyond the pale of time?
Useless tool.
Everything here is different. It seems, I don't want to say more advanced, but more advanced. Like, I don't even understand most of the stuff. Like, what the heck is that thing that they were using to kill the other people? Like, I didn't even see anything coming out of it, and they just died.
Wait, this brings up a good point.
Firearms.
This brings up a very good
Coming
point.
out.
Like, would your character have any idea on how to work the technology of Ravnica?
Yeah, I guess.
Interesting.
I mean, I'm a higher rank person, so it's like more knowledge. There's an Angel University in Ravnica, so.
So effectively, what you've got, and like show the musket that I'm carrying. You have this little round ball. The bullet is made out of a metal, and then there's an explosive substance that goes in before the bullet, and then the explosion propels the bullet, similarly to how the string of a bow propels an arrow.
Question. Would you be saying this in a way where like I could hear you, or you guys like whispering?
I was just
mean,
saying it.
I
I was
wouldn't
just
be
saying out
hiding it.
loud. Yeah, I was just saying out
Yeah.
loud.
Oh, okay. Well, Lycos is gonna hear them get giddy and be like, "Oh, I can show you." He's gonna unroll a mat and start field stripping his shotguns. It'd go over like
it
every
just-
piece.
Everything is just going over my character. So I'm like, oh, okay.
This is a spring.
Erden's just here, like taking notes. He's going like, "Oh, spring, got it. Okay, machining method for that. All right."
Not equitable.
Okay, Gemps, I'm gonna want your call on this one. Would I be able to bullshit like I can open up a shotgun slug? Or
You can rip open it. Yeah, you can rip open a shotgun shell. You're a fucking crab guy.
Well, no. I want to like open it and like put it back together. I don't want to
no,
waste the show.
Uh,
Okay, well,
hold
I don't know. I don't know.
So how?
Despite being a redneck, I don't know weapons that well.
You can't really put the shell back together, but you could reload another shell with it. So yeah, you can do that. If you have a reloading bench.
No, I'm just gonna. Oh wait, I'll take a shell out then and just show him. But I'll take one of the pistol shells so I don't waste a shotgun shell.
All right, you just take out one of the rounds and just snip into the brass, revealing a coarse granular powder.
Yeah. See, with those guns that you have there, Mr. Erden, sir, you used to. Wait, does your musket kind of work in the same way that old muskets used to work?
It's a muzzle loader.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
Well,
here's
technically speaking, it's a muzzle loader.
or let me rephrase this: is it a packaged round, or do you have to load everything separate?
Package.
Okay.
It's everything separately.
Is that everything separately for you? Okay. I
Well,
thought you had
Yeah.
thought you had like cartridges.
well, Mr. Erden, you see how you have to like put in your gunpowder and everything. And here it's just in this one little thing, and it can load up to. Are my pistols? I forget. Are my pistols the 6 shooters or are they magazine fed?
Magazine. They're automatics.
Oh, okay. So you can load like 10 rounds into it at once.
Yeah.
So yeah, technology's come a long way, Mr. Erden. Maybe we can upgrade your musket one of these days, make you even more fearful.
I certainly hope so.
Or they.
I'm
or
just
they
gonna look at the
One
big
of those
lobster
and-
boy. Oh, sorry, I cut you off.
One of those automatic weapons and potentially something bigger than the musket to help replace it would be very welcome.
Mhm.
Just get a Sharps rifle. I mean.
Yeah.
That's plenty
I'm
plenty
just
big.
I'm
There
just
are-
gonna look and I'm just gonna say this is going all way over my head.
There are guns that have faster rate of fire than your musket have a longer range than my shotgun.
How does the bullet like I get like something makes the bullet go out the chamber? What is the stuff that makes the bullet go out the chamber?
It's called gunpowder. Essentially, when I pull this, pulls the trigger, a little hammer hits hits the back of the round, and the hammer hits something that essentially sets off a small explosion, which sets off a big explosion, which propels the round out of the barrel. And because the way the barrel is shaped, the only direction for that round to go is straight. So as
Okay.
fast as it can, it just goes.
So the powder, if it's using explosion, does it use fire as a catalyst?
Kind of. It uses
Mine does.
Yeah, his does. It's he uses his fires and has a small spark.
I'm gonna scoop up some of the gunpowder into my hand.
But the issue with that would be if it got wet, your thing would be useless. So now they have a thing where basically flips over the round. The hammer hits this part, which basically causes the spark inside the casing, which sets it all off. So it all happens. It's essentially inside the casing of the gun.
That's a good idea. Feel
with the gunpowder in my hand, I'm just gonna kind of throw it in the air so it doesn't actually like explode like actual gunpowder, but just fizzes in the air, and I'm just gonna basically like set light to it with one of my magic spells. Like I have tons of them.
And the deck is pretty much quiet outside of you guys talking, and then all of a sudden you see a gout of flame as
It's not like I'm saying this in real life logic. It would not set anything on fire. It's just like
No, but
It
it's
would
still
still
gonna
set the
burn.
gunpowder. Yeah, it would still
yeah,
burn
I'm saying the
powder.
gunpowder, but it wouldn't like actually explode like an explosion. It would just be kind of
Yes,
like a
but
fizzle.
you would still get a flame because you're setting gunpowder on
Yeah,
fire.
I know. Yes, I know. I've set gunpowder on fire before.
Oh,
Okay.
hold up. Wait, let me see. Where's the wrestling clip? I need the wrestling clip.
You all watch as
Oh my God.
as she throws this powder into the air and lights it, and it creates a ball of flame that almost immediately goes out. Everyone is understandably confused.
So your weapons are fire based then.
Explosion based.
Where-
They're force based, really. I mean, the bullet isn't on fire at all. I guess it could be on fire. There's an idea.
Hex invents incendiary rounds.
Oh, incendiary rounds are already.
Does
a thing.
exist.
I'm waiting
okay.
for Beef to figure out that buckshot grenades are a thing, so that he can use those.
I'm just gonna look down at the chain saber I have in my shield, and I'm like, I don't know if I could ever use a weapon like that. Like it's just going over my head, and I think I'm just used to this because of all my years of training.
Oh, it's
Uh,
easier than using a spear.
I
All
don't
you
know
gotta
about
do is
that.
pull a trigger and load things.
So
I've
I'm
been-
trying to find this fucking thing.
With the spear, you've got to care about the other guy stabbing you. You've got to care about where his armor.
I'm
it's
just
such a
gonna do
hassle.
something. I'm just gonna throw the spear outside the window of the airship,
Okay.
You-
You just
and
you just
then
yeet the spear.
I'm
flies
gonna
down.
go back to the group, and I'm just gonna recall it.
The spear returns into your hand, much like Mjolnir.
It basically appears. It just appears. It glows and appears, and I'm
None-
like,
No, we're gonna do this the fun way. The spear flies back into your hand like Mjolnir, nearly impaling some poor bastard, but that's his own fault for staring at a weapon.
walking on the deck.
Yeah.
But can
Existing.
bullets do this?
If you dig him out of somebody's corpse.
Shush! I'm talking in
I mean,
the game.
bullets technically they can't. However, you don't have to aim as well because basically, if it hits you, it's gonna rip you.
I mean, this would do the same.
Sure.
Anyways, I'm
you
just
don't
gonna go
throw
off
that
of.
with the same.
Oh,
Um,
okay. Not
yeah, I'm
what I
just
was
gonna-
looking for. But sorry.
I'm just gonna say, look at both of them. I'm gonna say, like, I understand that we've only known each other for about a day now,
If
but my mission is, I would like not to say, but I have to at this point. I have to stay in this universe for 2 years and then get back alive. And
Well-
I don't think this weapon right here, and I just kind of shake my garter, is gonna do enough based on this technology.
Have you guys seen John Wick 3?
yes.
You know when they're loading the shotguns.
Yes.
I basically start doing that while Vote's character's talking. Just be like, "You're fucked." Shink, 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 shink. Check this.
I'm
check
sorry.
This.
I'm just getting the image of Kid Lycos in a three-piece suit
Oh yeah.
fighting like corp heavy infantry.
Wait,
wait,
let's see if I can.
I
So
want that
wait,
now.
that
I
brings
want
up the
that now.
question: who's the Winston in this situation? Who's the Winston and who's the Charon in this situation?
The Charon?
Yeah, the black guy, the black waiter.
Oh,
not waiter,
okay,
but,
yeah. Sorry, I got confused, and I literally just watched it yesterday. I feel like Odin's Winston and Doom's Charon.
Does that make Volt and Beef just the random guards that'll get fragged at the beginning of that fight?
No, Volt is the.
No,
Volt is definitely.
he's Hellberry's character from
Yeah.
from Casablanca.
Yeah. That's what I was going. And Beef is. Who would Beef be?
I want Fat Larry the Lobster.
That would be Kid Lycos.
Yeah, essentially. Can I say no? Beef is Carbonk, and I don't know his name. And Doom is the Japanese dude.
Okay, I have no idea what you guys are talking about.
Don't worry about it. Just let it happen,
We're-
Volt. Just let it
We're
happen.
throwing your characters into John Wick 3. Not
Yeah.
John Wick 1 and 2, or the universe, just John Wick 3. Because that's honestly the best John Wick if you just want shit to go down.
All right. So yeah, you all are currently standing on the deck. What do you do now?
I said my thing. I just didn't know if anybody would respond.
So I guess since the other representatives from our area are kind of asleep, I guess I have to figure out where we're going. I guess
okay.
we're. Oh God! Sorry. I
Wait,
guess
wait.
we
Before, can I just do something before this scene? I'm sorry.
What do you want to do?
No.
Okay. Go.
Is it as crazy as what I'm staring at on my TV right now? Because if so, then no.
No, it's not.
Okay, good. Because Holy
I-
shit! What the fuck is going on?
I was just basically gonna be like, ask you two what your jobs are.
Erden are
I'm,
a man of mystery and debonair attitude.
You just call me Baba Yaga.
You're not. No. You are not getting
I
that
know.
nickname.
I just couldn't resist.
I
Is
know
this
you.
what's going on my TV?
I'm an
There's
artificer.
about 20 of those people.
You guys
You
have
said that?
artificers?
Oh,
Yeah.
tons. We've had many people that are artificers, thousands actually, maybe
Wow,
tens
they
of thousands.
suck.
Well, they
Oh
all
my
suck.
Honestly, they do.
No fucking chill, Hex. Just no fucking chill.
I'm just gonna say the only thing they ever done good for us is just make people get shocked to death, or make
Yep.
flying things to spy on people.
I mean, if you guys don't even have a proper application of explosive technologies, then yeah, they must all just suck.
Do you think you could, since you're an artificer, do you think you could make me a weapon that's better than this?
Yes, I could definitely beat those other artificers.
Okay.
Wait, when you say it's better than this, are you talking about your sword?
I meant better than my shield sword.
Oh, okay. In that case, like it's gonna hit on and be like, "Oh, I can't believe that." It takes the bayonet off his gun. Here, this is about as good.
Shut up.
Puts it back on.
Do you think you could make me something while we fly to wherever?
I could certainly attempt to.
I'm just gonna give Erden, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna give Erden my shield and the chain saber that I took off somebody's dead body. Actually, no, I did take off a dead body. They passed it to me willingly. Then we killed them.
Because they were stupid. And
they were like, "Oh, you're our god." I'm like, "No."
I see no god up here other than
You
me.
wish. You wish.
They looked up to the god and said, "Save us." And God simply looked at them and said,
God took
no.
the chain saber and attacked somebody and mauled them.
God said, "Then perish."
Okay, I'm gonna just give that the hex, and then we can do the navigation.
All right.
Alright.
First things first. You need to find somebody who can navigate on the ship. Unless somebody here has proficiency in survival.
I don't have proficiency, but I have 1 point in, let me look.
I do.
Do you actually?
I have
Yeah, I'm
negative
not
1
shitting.
survival.
I have 5 and I'm proficient.
Hold on, let me see if Bones might have it.
But also,
Hey,
does
Beef has it too, so I'm gonna
do
say.
these airships have like communication abilities to like air traffic control, sort of?
I will get there. All right.
Okay.
I'm not gonna make you and so Kid Lycos, you and Bones find the Bones Malone, I should say, not Doc. Find the bridge. There's a word, and you find the maps, the charts, everything you need. You appear to be heading in an almost southwestern direction down here.
So we're going this way.
Yeah, you're going. Hold on.
Okay.
Well, first let me change my color since we're like way too close, similarly colored.
We're up here, right?
You were here, or at least around there, and you're going.
Okay, gotcha.
You're going this way.
Gotcha.
The last thing you guys said you wanted to do was you wanted to head to Kathos so you could join in the war effort against the Confederation and get paid beautiful amounts of money.
Not necessarily joining the war effort, basically be like, hey, so that shipyard, yeah, it's gonna be out of commission for a minute. And now that we have the fucking captainship, we could be like, yeah.
We should also just return the prisoners if any of them really don't want to work on the ship.
Yeah, basically just be like,
most of the you'll have to talk to the crew about that, see what they all want to do.
Or at least return them to quote unquote friendlier areas.
Erden would rather not have a revolt on his hands.
Basically, I guess I would say tell the crew that basically we'll do our best to get everyone back to where they want to go, but we can't promise anything. We will do our best to, at least drop you off in less hostile areas.
They all seem to be to understand this, and they're like, okay, we'll do what we can. They're not gonna make too much of a fuss.
But do as I said, you might help us if we need help.
Well, considering only about 5 of them actually know how to work on an airship, they're doing what they can. Because they don't want to be stuck in the skies either.
I mean, if we need help cleaning and shit like that, probably. And cooking.
Alright. Alright, you roll the survival checks. Oof. That is not good.
I don't know why I rolled twice. I rolled once. The roll 20 just fucked up on me.
Neither of those are good rolls. So
Yeah, I know. I'm saying D20. Actually, wait, no. That was me rolling.
+5.
That's like Kid Lycos roll.
You rolled a 2 and a 3.
I know. I can read Hex. He actually rolled a 1, 2, and 3.
That's surprising.
Oh dear.
Yeah. God.
Maybe we shouldn't have combat tonight.
Maybe not.
Oh boy. You're looking at the charts and you're saying, okay, if we go this way and this way, we can make it to Cathosian territory within X amount of days, and we should be able to. It's at that point that somebody says, "Hey, you guys might want to come take a look at this."
Okay. What's up?
We don't have any food.
Do you need that?
Fuck.
I mean, I like to think
Yes,
we do.
We need food, Erden.
That's debatable.
I need food.
That's
Alright.
debatable.
Erden, I need food, and unless you want
need food?
some other person to take all those bullets for you.
Do I need food?
If you're
Let's
even
say Volt
remote,
doesn't.
if you're even remotely similar to the humans from where I come from, you can survive without food for up to 2 months. It's not going to take that long to get to Kathos.
I'm just gonna look at.
I want to stare at Erden and just look at him and be like, "I'm a lobster."
He is out of his native element. Also,
I'm a lobster. I highly doubt I'm anything like your humans. I've eaten dwarves.
I've been born from pure
Okay,
celestial
well,
energy.
Can we eat that?
can we eat that?
I don't
How
think
fast is
so.
it renew?
Can we eat the mana?
I'm just gonna look at him and not lie to him and straightly face say, if I get hurt too much, I will morph into an egg.
So how would you like to be cooked?
You can't cook it.
That's what you think.
But no, we need to stop and get Are there any towns on the way?
Oh, there's plenty of them.
I could swap out.
All right. Are there any like big towns?
I could swap out
There's plenty.
an infusion for the barrel of beer. It can make mayonnaise. Several gallons of mayonnaise. It's very calorie rich.
Kid Lycos is just gonna be like, Erden, can you shut up for a minute?
I think he would die from celestial energy if he ate that. It
Just
would just be like eating a fucking celestial attack that's like fucking 10D 100s.
Kid Lycos just looks up at both of them and says, "You're both time travelers. Have fun with this stuff if you want. Get the fuck out of here.
I'm just gonna look at him. I said,
works. All right, Captain,
I'm gonna.
what are our choices for,
Okay.
landing places?
Never mind. I won't.
Bear.
Sorry. I just feel like this is what Kid Lycos would do. I apologize.
No, it's fine. I would just be like, time travel. That's not able to be done. I'm just gonna look at him like you straight face.
If you guys want, open up Asgar's fantasy map generator Actually, I'll just fucking
Mm-hmm.
I'll just post the link.
Oh, it's a Visual Studio.
Download that .map file and then upload it to Asgard, and it should bring up the actual map of the world.
How do I upload the map?
You download it onto your computer, and
Yeah.
then when you're in Asgard, you go to load map, and you
Where the hell is the load map
Oh,
button?
there it is. Load.
you see the giant. It's in the tool section.
Yeah, it's at
So
the bottom.
you see layers, styles, options, tools, down at the
Load.
bottom below roots.
Yeah,
Over
very
there.
bottom of the thing. Third one that says load.
Where did that save on my computer? That's the question.
Actually, so are we closer to Theats or Anchor Point?
You
Or
are
Grafton?
you're close to Chikbori,
Chickport, okay.
which is on the
Yeah, I was gonna say actually that looks like a place of land. It's a trade hub, sort of, kind of.
yes.
Imagine. So I do apologize. I got a bit heated, but
It's fine. We all need to learn how to talk, how to not talk over each other, and two learn.
For a second, I thought that was Bruh Aria.
Aria.
Bruh Aria. Bruh.
Dude.
I'm just gonna look at Lycos. Time travel doesn't exist. Do you even know anything? Oh, and I'm just gonna gasp in. Oh yeah. You guys don't know that. That's why I'm here.
I'm gonna look at you the same way I just did it earlier and be like, and just wait and be like, "Hi, Lobtros."
No, and I'm just like, don't you know about the multiverse?
Hello, I'm a Lobtros. No,
Do you know about the multiverse?
The only would we?
He knows about the ocean.
Yeah, I don't think I would because I'm just a soldier, basically.
I'm just gonna be like, hold on.
Where
no
is it
point.
again?
No point explaining. I guess.
My intelligence is 11 and my wisdom is 12. You want to run that by me again, there, buddy?
That's good enough.
When you guys talk about multiverse, it's me when they talk to you about guns. It's like, I don't know.
Well, maybe you should know.
I don't think Lobstros cares.
The Lobstros does care.
The Lobstros would care if you would explain it to him, but you're all just saying,
so
multi-dimensional.
basically, think of it as bubbles. There are different bubbles in this place that border a different world, and you can teleport between them if you have the power.
But can you pop them?
No.
Potentially.
People
I might have to try at some point.
No, I'm just gonna look at him. Say somebody who got. I'm gonna look at Erdin. Somebody who is a god couldn't even do it. A literal god. He ran multiple multiverses, but we finally killed him. And then I had to come here to check if you guys are bad people having this monstrosity of a person. And so far, it seems I didn't find that. But what I found is a place that just likes killing each other a lot.
Anything else? Or...
No, that's about it.
All right. Are you talking to the person we're talking to? Are we talking like a captain of the ship, or it's just like
he just said he's going to the bathroom?
What? No, I didn't.
Oh.
No,
oh, I'm going to. I thought I'm getting drunk, so I thought I'm going to the bathroom. Become the ultimate. I don't know how I read that.
This is why
that way.
Gims doesn't drink on D&D nights.
I think it's funny.
This is why we shouldn't drink, apparently.
Because Gims knows how he gets when he gets drunk, and he is a bad person when he gets drunk. Anyway.
Yeah,
so
I know. I've experienced it. You said stuff you really shouldn't. Anyways, that's a topic for another night.
Someone's character is gonna die today. I wasn't.
Sir, crash land the angel.
Oh no! Your wings suddenly get really tired and you plummet 600 feet to your death.
I'm not even flying.
Suddenly, There's a misfire that makes my shotgun slug go backwards right into your chest.
But it's put apart, and I already exploded the gunpowder.
No, it's
Congratulations, you exploded the gunpowder of one cartridge of the about 200 rounds I have on me.
Why did you waste? Why did you want to not waste it when you have 200?
Well, because I have 49 slug rounds, 49 regular shotgun rounds, and then 69 pistol rounds.
Okay.
Anyway,
so going through the rest of the ship, you guys find an empty safe, a fair amount of quarters for crew and such. It looks like there's enough beds and hammocks for a total complement of people of about 150.
dang.
And you find the cargo bay, and it has several crates in it, about 20 or 30 of them.
I'm gonna pop one open with my bayonet.
All right, you reach over, crank it open up the top. They appear to be some kind of metals. And I mean in metal, not metals. It's not just an entire crate of like Medal of Honors.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hey, where's the thrash can dude? I'm gonna try to get thrash can down
You're
here.
going to get Snark
Yeah.
down here. All right.
Yeah.
You find the kobold giving orders to a couple of his other maintenance guys. It appears that they actually know something about keeping the ship running. And when you call him over, he comes over and he checks it and he's like, "Huh.
Any idea?
It's metal."
Gotcha.
Just kind of shrugs at it. Got nothing else to tell you.
Out of RP question, Hex, are you making the weapon as we speak, or will you? I don't know how this is working.
Yeah, when I get some free time after we figure out where we're going.
Also,
Okay,
if he
I
has
just didn't know.
also if he has the bench, the tools, the materials.
I have the tools.
He has the materials.
Fair enough.
I gave
But he
him the
doesn't have a
materials.
bench, so your point is invalid.
Dang it.
You don't have.
If only we had a bench.
Together. Do you know anyone? Shrek, do you know anyone who knows anything about metals from the camp?
Not really. Most of my boys are illiterate. I can only read because I got lucky.
Illiterate.
I said illiterate.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying that they all don't know how to read. It's kind of sad.
90% of the people on this ship don't know how to read.
I don't know how to read.
I know how to read.
I don't. The only reason why you can understand Lycos is because I have a magical talking amulet.
He's not kidding.
Other than that, I know my natural language and sign language.
Do you have rhythm bot here? Damn. Okay, never mind. I was gonna make what I think Kid Lyco sounds like when he's like
various shittering noises.
Is there a galley or anything on the ship?
Yeah, there's a galley. There's no food to cook, but there is a galley with some benches. Okay. It doesn't look. It looks like it seats only about 50 people, so it's meant to take. It's meant to take everything in shifts.
Yeah, I got you. Who? Do we have like a designated captain or anything, or is it basically just whoever can?
It's just kind of whoever. As of right now, everybody's kind of going to you, Doc or Erden, for if they have questions or something.
Gotcha.
Most people go to Doc because he's the Doc.
Yeah. I'm gonna go back to the dude who called us over and be like, "Okay, do you have a map there or anything so we can figure out where we need to stop because we do need resupply?"
No, I'm not from here. I'm from Atelia.
Do you know if there's any maps on the ship?
She shrugs. Maybe check navigation.
I'm gonna look around, see if I can find whatever.
Is there a giant place that says navigation?
Yeah, it's called the bridge, where you had all the other maps.
Oh, I thought. Okay, I thought that's where it was. My bad.
No, you guys were currently down in the You went to the galley, and then you went to go grab the random schmuck who just wanted to tell you that there's no food.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, I was completely lost at where we were. I got it now. I'm sorry about that. Okay.
Feel better?
Yeah, I
Okay.
got it now. Okay.
All right.
To the bridge, I guess. So for some reason I thought at some point we had already gone to the bridge, and that's where he got us.
No.
Got it.
No, he got you from the bridge. You went down to the cargo hold, found the strange metal objects, and then, or metal ingots, I should say, and then you went to
Okay.
go check the galley. Then you went to go find the maps.
Okay.
Yes, you do have a map of the area, and it looks like you can either head to Braston, Thetes, Chickbury are the closest. Chickbury is a bit larger dot, so maybe that would be a good place to check.
Yeah. Oh wait, what am I doing? Is there anyone up here who's from around these parts?
You ask around, and a dwarvish male says, I'm from here. I'm from around these lands.
What do you know about Chickbury?
Sleepy little town. Sits on the river. Good fish. Good, moderately okay beer.
So they'd have supplies and wouldn't instantly, be suspicious of us?
It's the freelance. Everyone's suspicious of everyone.
Oh,
But
sorry.
but
Let me
you'll find
refresh this.
they won't shoot you on sight if that's what you're asking.
Gotcha. And did they have a docking?
Which is good because we're probably going to want different livery on this ship.
Yeah. Do they have docking capabilities?
Not really. They don't get. And really, the only airship ports around here are Ledavir, Anchor Point, Harley, and Brasted Ford.
Let's see. Ledavir. Okay.
Ledavir
And
is
none
down on the southern part. It's almost directly south of. Actually, it is basically directly south of Anchor Point onto the coast.
Oh, there is. Okay.
Harley is all the way off to the right. It's like it is pretty much the only
Yeah, I
town to
see
the
it.
west. And
I see it.
Brasted Ford is down in the south in that little bay area
Okay.
on the coast. It's almost directly across from Ledavir.
Yeah, I see it now. Thank you. How long would it take for us to get to Harley?
To get from you
So I feel like
you can either give me another survival check, or I can take 10.
let me. Come on, bullshit. How about a 10?
Take 10 or roll 10. Either one works. All right. By your estimate, it'll take you about 2 days. You could probably go that long from.
Yeah, I'm thinking like, would we do it or dancing? Because I don't know how well fed they were in fucking prison.
Most of them, Doc's been doing a bit of a medical thing, and they're not unhealthy. They're definitely not going to last like days or like weeks on end, but they could probably
Okay,
go a
but
couple of days.
all right,
No one's going to be happy, but
perfect. Because I'm thinking we get to Harley, who has a port, get food, and more importantly, slap some new shit paint on this shit.
They won't make any complaints for the first day because they'll be too worked in order to even notice their stomachs hurting. The second day may become an issue, but Chimerian and I will be able to handle any misgivings with the plan.
Erden,
oh no, I completely.
Erden,
I'm fucking you over on that one. Hold on.
Erden. We're going hearts and minds. We already did smashy, smashy, boom, boom. Hearts and minds. Hearts and minds.
Hearts and minds don't mean shit.
If you want, you guys can hover over a place, and then I could fly down and get stuff for us, and then come back up.
That sounds extremely inefficient.
Yeah.
Use this bag of holding to help.
It's just the moment I'm just gonna be like, what's this
Well,
do?
you could take a quarter ton of cargo up with every trip.
Erden, I don't trust this person in this land. They're probably going to be like a newborn child or something.
I'm
That's
just
They're gonna
I'm
be
just gonna look at Lycos. I've been
plus.
living for 2,000 years.
You've been out there 2,000 years and you're just now seeing guns.
Yeah, because I haven't dimension hopped before.
Er-
Sigh.
Erden, I
Actually,
think-
no. I retract what I said. Out of thing that was actually 200 years, not 2,000. Because 2,000 would just negate most of
I was
history
going
of where
to
I
say,
came
it's
from.
That's old.
I think the best bet is Harley because then we could kill like 5 birds with 1 stone. Get food, drop off any prisoners you don't want to stay with us, repaint the ship if possible, and all that stuff. And we could probably, who knows, maybe the whatchamacallit, the Cathos might have a contact there or something. They can give us clearance to come into Cathos with this. I mean, I'm open to anyone else's opinion. That's just my
Okay. Just
That's
quick. I
just
want to
kinda like
RP this
was-
quick.
his thought process as a soldier.
I'm gonna be like, what's this bag?
It's a bag of whole. Do you not have interdimensional space storage?
No.
I'm gonna pull Erden aside for a second. Erden, can I ask you something real quick? What would happen
course.
what would happen if I just took that and like threw it onto their head and just pushed down? Would they get like sucked into it?
Don't recommend doing that. It would probably just cover up to their shoulders.
Okay, fine. Thank you.
It's only about 3 feet deep.
Gotcha. Thanks, though. All right. You guys, before you the bag of holding thing, any character, you guys go to Harley?
Oh, you're asking everyone on the ship?
Yeah, like I'm basically like asking like all the like the people who make the decisions.
Most of the people are just kind of like, whatever you want to do. We're not.
Gotcha.
Most of the people that you've not captured, liberated, were either Cathosian, Italian, or political prisoners from Nalum.
Gotcha.
So this isn't really their home. And they they kind of explain this to you, where it's like a lot of them really don't have homes to go back to, and a lot of them are just and the ones that do have homes are again Cathosian or Treridian or Italian. So they're like, yeah, take us that way.
All right, Captain, set forth course for Harley. I'm gonna go inform everyone else. You guys, please have the conversation about the bag holding because I want this. I just wanted to get the
yes, we
story
need
RP out
that
of the
done.
way,
I'm
so it can
sorry.
be like, no. I'm also
Also-
wanting to be like, we have this conversation while we're traveling to Harley, so time passes. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Gimps was lying when he said that it's going to take you a couple of days. It's only going to take you about a day and a half because your airship moves at the speed of 15
Sound.
miles per No, not really. 15 miles per hour, and it's about 450 miles from where you are. So
Perfect.
so you should be able to make it there in like 2 days, a day and a half.
All right, to Harley.
Okay, so I'm just gonna be like a bag of holding. What does this do?
It stores things. The name is pretty self-explanatory, honestly.
Yeah, but how much?
500 pound.
Oh my god, I don't have to wear this backpack. It's been killing my wings. They didn't
Yeah, no,
really
you
design
can't
these for me.
Have this. This one is mine.
I'm just gonna look at it and just like kind of like sob, not sob, but like sadness. But are there more of these in this world?
Yeah, this is just one I cobbled together. So
You can make them.
how else would you get them?
But that easily?
I mean, it's not easy. You have to be a fairly decently qualified artificer to manufacture something like this. But
This world is actually pretty cool now I think about it. There's so much stuff that helps me. Like if I get one of these things, then I won't have to have this fucking backpack. Just...
Kid Lycos is going to do the Lobstros version of sighing and just be like, I could hold it. If you want. Yeah, I could hold that backpack if you want.
It's fine. I can hold it. It's just a little painful at points, especially when flying.
I'll work on making you a miniaturized version, I guess.
Wait, you
It's
can
something
do
to
that?
put in the workbook. Potentially. It's gonna take some time, though.
Okay. I'm just gonna put my backpack down because I forgot to take it off. I'm just gonna kind of put it somewhere. Be like, and I'm just gonna put down my my weapon and spear. So I'm just like, yeah. Wait. Can I bond? Wait, doesn't it take 2 hours, or is it's a night, right, to bond something? Or is it 2
So
hours?
it's
I
only
forget.
I think it's about 2 hours.
Yeah, I'm just gonna try to start bonding with the chain saber so I can teleport
Well,
it.
I need the. I need
Oh,
that.
but how long would it? Yeah,
You
but
wanted
how
me to
long would it
make
take?
the shield and this into the same weapon, yeah?
But this is out
I
of
don't have
game. Didn't
extra
you need a?
lengths of chain.
This is out of RP. Don't you need a workbench? Is there a workbench here?
He's got the tools. He doesn't really need the workbench.
Oh, okay.
I can
Okay.
just commandeer like a table out of the mess hall. It's not
Yeah,
like
I've-
anyone's going to be using it to eat.
Do you want this? I'm just gonna say, how much materials do you need? I can give you my spear if you want. I mean, it's just It's just a flimsy spear, but it's just my backup weapon just in case.
Erden's also going to ask you to demonstrate like how you use the shield in combat, just for a couple of strokes to determine how best to attach things.
Okay, I'm just gonna do that, and like basically, it's more lunging attacks because of the way it is. Lunging and sweeping.
Okay, sweeping, got it. Sweeping and lunging, got it. Okay, put it around there. Do we have enough chain for that? I could probably make more chain. I need fire. What if the boiler would work? Probably not. They'd get mad at me for doing that. Actually, would they get mad at me for doing that? Erden is going to go to. Do these ships have boilers on them, or?
Yes, they do.
Okay, I'm gonna go down to the boiler room.
I was gonna say, you did hear me right. I said they do.
Yes.
Yeah.
I want to go there.
All right. You find the inner workings of the boiler/diesel room. It is hot, sweaty, cramped, and there is a very big orc who's kind of checking the valves and regulating pressure.
Excuse me, sir.
Eh?
I need to reproduce additional chain, for this chain saber. Would I be able to use your fire here as a forge to assist in that?
Kind of looks at you, looks at the furnace, looks at you again. And seems non-committed. He does not.
Excellent, thank you.
Quick question, just pique my curiosity. Is the orc like? Is he just part of the normal crew, or was he one of the prisoners?
He was one of the workers that you guys liberated.
Oh, okay. Because I was going to say, like, that'd be hilarious if the boiler room guy's just like, I don't care, still gonna take care of the ship.
I was gonna do a boss Grogspar thing where it's like he's such an old crotchety person, he just doesn't want to fucking leave, and nobody could convince him to.
Welcome to my ship. You better not fuck her up.
So Erden's going to set about attempting to fabricate enough chain to cover the base of the shield, and then probably reusing the motor in the chain saber as well as the triggering mechanisms and what have you, in order to rig everything up so you can trigger the chain effect from the hold on the shield.
All right, I'm going to need a crafting check, which I guess would be intelligence, wouldn't it?
Oof.
Yeah. You think you've got it. You think you do. Unfortunately, when she tries to test it out, the chain and part of the mechanism holding it together snaps off. Either something wasn't tightened or it was very imperfect, and the saber goes flying into like one of the gun walls. It doesn't fall, but it's very close.
Oh my god, I don't like the rolling in this fucking thing. It's always bad or like godlike. It's either there's nothing like in between. It's always either it's completely bad.
To be fair, we've used Tabletop Simulator. It's not much better.
No, I'm just saying, like, if we rolled in real life and I had a camera, I'd use that over this.
I've rolled pretty badly before. So yeah,
Yeah, no, but
you
it's
might have to
just
go back
more
to
constant.
might have to go back to the drawing board for that. It'll take you a few more hours to
That's
figure
fine,
out what
that's
the hell
Hex, if basically if my
At the end
attacks
of
are
this, Erden is going.
Erden is going to.
Yeah, at the end of this, Erden is going to basically have like a pile of chainsaw chain that he's just sort of been testing out on using the regular saw chassis.
if you look at the video I posted in Roll for It, that's basically like the same attacks, basically, but like imagine not huge ass weapon and just a shield attached to an arm.
Oh, you're using the shield.
No, if you look, it's basically Monster
Okay.
Hunter attacks. Has really, depending on the weapon, it has really good demonstrations of like sweeping attacks and like lunging, sweeping.
Also, Doom just came on to things into Roll20, so
I see that.
now if only Beef
Just-
wasn't such a despondent failure.
Just in time, because I was trying to be like, I don't know what to name our ship. We need Doom here. We need Doom to settle the tie between the weird days.
Probably fell asleep and didn't. He probably pulled a me and just took a brief nap, thinking he'd be okay, and then all of a sudden, it's 11 o'clock.
I always set alarms no matter what.
Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't, and it's as has been referenced many times. So yeah, this is gonna take some work.
We made it.
So,
Thank you, Windows, for automatically updating and taking an hour and a half.
Oh, is that what it was? Oh, that sucks. I thought you might have fallen asleep and just kind of.
No, it automatically updated, and I got locked out of my computer for an hour.
Oh, that's fucking bullshit.
I thought you fell asleep. Okay. Rundown. We're going to the town of Harley because we have no supplies on the ship.
Fair enough. We're taking. Let's go, boys.
And also, me, you, and Erden have to come up with the name of the ship because we are also going to try to basically rechristen it before we leave.
Look, sir, it's one of ours.
Is that what you're gonna call it?
Yes.
Oh my god, yes.
I'm fucking down for it. I'm down for it.
Look, think about it. Think about it for a second. They'll have confusion when they see the ship because
Yes.
they're gonna go, "Look, sir, it's one of ours."
As a soldier, it makes sense to me.
It makes sense to me too.
Yeah.
I see nothing wrong with this at all.
Vote. You get a vote in the next ship naming.
Assuming you guys are gonna go capture multiple ships.
While down in the forge, Erden senses a disturbance in language.
Oh, right. No, Doom. It's only Beef. I was gonna say if Beef had a sign language, I'd be like, we said it in sign language. You don't understand sign language.
Yeah. But that is going to be my recommendation. And it's,
know.
look, sir, it's one of ours.
Unless anyone wants to contest it, then it will be. Then that is what you shall christen it.
We could shorten it to one of ours.
No, it's got to be, look, sir, it's one of ours.
The look, sir, is very important.
Mhm.
It's not just there.
Also, Hex, this is also a good thing, this timestamp. It actually probably a better example.
All right. So, Doc, you have been giving medical examinations to everybody on the ship, and it appears that all of them are ever so slightly malnourished, and most of them seem to be suffering from various minor illnesses, ranging from the common flu to the strip plague. The name is
dear.
The name is not nearly as deadly as it sounds. It's just somebody needed a name for it, and it just
Quickly, must quarantine these people.
It's not a pretty thing, but it's you get everybody kind of inoculated, and you quarantine those who are a little too sickly.
I'm gonna help. I'll be his helper.
My
Yes.
orderly.
Yes,
Be my orderly.
Yes,
I'm
because
your orderly while Erden and Eva compare notes on everything.
Oh, I've still
so-
got to I got to start a dissertation on Eva.
A what?
a dissertation.
A dissertation.
What is a dissertation? I need to look
He
this up.
has to take
A
notes.
general, like a medical. It's like I'm publishing medical journal stuff.
Yeah, he's already published one on the Githyanki, so now he's got to publish one on the Angel.
They call me mad. They've not seen the things I've seen.
He's the good doctor's making there. Can I call you her doctor?
Hair doctor.
No.
Her doctor is making observations on the more unique species he runs into in his adventures.
Well, it's just the general checkup. I'm gonna take the little like rubber triangle and hit the knee and check your reflexes. Ask you a bunch of questions.
Do you need the big thermometer this time?
So
The butt thermometer.
Uses the bayonet as a tongue depressor.
oh boy. Anyways, yeah, that's basically what I'll be doing.
You want to RP this or no?
Duh, I mean, like it'll literally be like whatever day. I'm gonna take like 20 minutes out of your day, and like get your whatever. Like, what do you eat? How do you go about this?
If do you want to do the first dissertation right now? I just really find it'll be funny.
Nah,
Okay.
it's something. It's a long-term deal. So, anyways,
It is several days worth of writing. Several.
No, I'm just saying like it would be funny, just like here and there, just say like questions.
Skeleton nightmare.
so
All right. You begin. Eventually, you do arrive in or you're just going straight to Harley, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
because it's gonna be a day and a half. We could swing that. Plus, they have a port, so they would have, I'd assume everything necessary that we would need.
All right. Hex, if you want to give me another smithing roll to see if you can make Volt's little doohickey. You think you're getting close, but something's still not right. Seems like part of the mechanism is still a little wiggy. You had to replace a couple of springs to make it actually retract the right way. It lets go nicely and it holds firm, but it's still just not. What?
It's not where Erden's level of perfection demands it to be.
No.
But by all accounts, he could have just made an absolutely fine device that works okay. But for some reason, he perceives that there's some issue with it, and so immediately completely disassembles it and begins re-engineering it from the start.
Indeed. So, eventually you guys do go looking around the ship, and you find that alongside the crew quarters and the and or not the engineering deck. Alongside the engineering deck, the crew quarters, and the cargo hold, there is a fairly nice sized shooting range somebody had put up here. It's nothing ridiculously cool. It doesn't have the moving targets you've heard about, but it's got a nice little open space that you can shoot guns and not have to worry about hurting yourselves or somebody else or hitting something important. And there is also a very, very small library.
Ooh, what's in the library?
In the library are various combinations of medical journals, tales of like other airships and their captains, and general just kind of adventure novel stuff, and a couple of history textbooks or history books, I should say.
Are there
And
any cookbooks?
is one cookbook. It is an Elvish cookbook. Do you speak Elvish?
No. Well, wait. No, the thing where he translates speech. Fuck. Duh. Do you speak Elvish?
Nope. But I am going to flip through those medical journals and the history because I really don't know the history of this place.
All right.
Once again, you get the lobster sigh. Doc, can you hand me that book? I might go see if Erden could read it.
What the that I almost called you a scorpion. The lobster isn't gonna sit in the beanbag chair and listen to the reading by the skeleton.
The skeleton can't read Elvish.
Oh, you're trying to get that.
I can't.
Okay.
I'm not trained. I can speak Celestial for some.
I
unknown
speak
reason.
Celestial. Yes. This will be funny.
I don't know how I speak Celestial, but apparently I do.
I don't know why did you weird thing to pick.
Let's just roll with it.
All right. You eventually you go find Erden, who is still tinkering with this weird shield sword combination.
Sorry, I was gonna type this out while Doom was doing his stuff if he was doing more.
All right, I'll do Doom then. So Doom, you start flipping through a couple of the history books, and most of it's history of the Confederation of Nalum, and it only goes back to the last 100 or so years.
And I am a speaking reader, so I will probably dictate this if there's nobody else around.
Oh, completely. So you sit down. There's a nice soft chair that you can sit down and you can read, and it details what the Confederation was like before it became what it is now. And it was essentially just 7 or 8 smaller city-states that had kind of been warring with each other for so long that nobody really knows what else to do. It was kind of like the Italian states before it became the Kingdom of Italy.
Okay.
So they'd shoot at each other, they'd rattle their sabers, and then they'd go back to fucking off and doing something else. That is until the coming of Nalum. And Nalum, you find out, was supposedly a man, a regular human man who who believed that he could unite everything. And taking to the road with nothing more than a pistol and his sword, he would go through and he would try to unite the city-states. And then he got sniped in his first battle. And then he came back, very angry. So it turns out that Nalum had some magic to him. A lot of magic. A lot of dangerous magic. And he was saved from death by his magical lineage. So he decided to to show them the error of their ways, and basically torched the biggest one to the ground, single-handedly.
That seems a little overreactive, but okay.
Needless to say, the rest of the city-states fell in line fairly quickly. Eventually, however, it just became they had been at war with each other for so long that they honestly had no idea what to do with themselves. So they went to go pick a fight with what's not on this map, it's on the actual map. They're at Fordian Empire. An empire of elves that, for the most part, raided, pillaged, and burned most of the other nations on the continent.
Hmm.
And this war has been raging for about 50 years. Nelum has long since passed, but the country renamed itself in his honor as the Unifier. And things have just kind of been in a stalemate. The Retfordians have part of the Confederation's territory up north conquered, but there's really nothing of value outside of lumber up there. And the newest part of the history describes a new champion rising up to fight for the Confederation, but they need more resources, and they've decided to take them from their erstwhile neighbors to the west, i.e. Atelia, Kathos, Bramos, Traridia.
Hmm.
And that's what you get.
Okay. A strange land indeed. I will also take up smoking the pipe, even though I have no lungs.
Oh yeah, there's a pipe with various tobaccos that you kind
Oh,
of.
I will definitely have the pipe while I'm reading. I
By
might
the
not
way-
be lit,
It's
but
a
I
very
have a pipe.
It's a very nice pipe, like a rich mahogany. This thing would probably sell for a few silvers.
I'm just gonna say I know Elvish, but you know it's whatever.
First off, you're new to the group, and second off, Erden's an elf, so that's why Lycos would think him first.
Well, here's the thing: Erden doesn't
True.
understand this world's version of Elvish, which is part of the thing that comes up when he sends Chimerian to go look at it. Chimerian basically gives you an error message.
Can I come over and look at what they're doing?
What do you mean error? 418. Oh, it is 4182. Oh yeah.
It's a
This isn't real Elvish. This is a bunch of gibberish.
I'm
It's
just gonna
probably
look.
not even worth reading.
I'm gonna come over
Yeah,
and
the
look at
Petzloff's
you guys
drop
and like,
happens.
what are you guys doing with that book?
Trying to learn
Trying
how
to read it.
It's a thief.
Let me try. I'm just gonna look at it. I know Elvish, but it's another place, so this is probably the same result.
Nope, it is not. It is not a language.
I'm just gonna say. I'm just gonna say.
Wait, Erden, are you in the boiler room?
No, he's. Or wait, are you in the boiler room?
I
I
would
thought
be.
wasn't that just getting the chain or?
No, he was using. He was
I
using
prefer to keep everything close.
He was
So,
using the heart
If there's
fire of
enough
the forge.
space
So.
to fit a bench and a chair there, then yes.
I'm just gonna sit by the boiler because it's hot and I'm used to hot stuff. So I'm just like hot. I'm just gonna lean on the boiler. I'm gonna lean on the boiler.
Is there an open flame like next to you or so, Erden?
Yes, Erden is basically using the boiler as a forge.
I'm gonna go down and throw the book in the flame when you guys say you can't read it to me.
All right, I guess this is now a good time to explain that the book doesn't burn.
Huh, that's neat. I've seen this before. They have these all over the place where I come from because we would accidentally burn them. I'm just gonna reach.
We don't have that.
Can I? I thought you said the book didn't burn.
It's not burning.
Can I just reach in the fire? And yeah.
Are you resistant to fire damage?
Yeah.
Okay. Resistant or immune?
I would say immune, but I didn't know if the balancing implications
We'll say resistant
of this world.
Because immune would be a little ridiculous. I don't even think fire. I don't even.
Yeah,
think
for this place it's fire and force, right? So that won't balance, right? I would if it wasn't.
No,
there because
you wouldn't even
fire angel born from fire and energy.
I don't even think fire ganassi are immune to fire damage.
Yeah, so
they are not.
Yeah, so just another point. Yeah, so resistant.
The closest you can really get to fire immunity is pyromancer.
Yeah, you take 10 damage as you reach into the flames to pull it out, and it's not really the heat itself. It's just kind of, or it's just really
the energy.
Yeah, it's just the energy of it, really.
Okay, I am now down to 55 health, but with a long rest, that means nothing.
Yeah, like it's not that big of a deal.
I'm just gonna take it out. I'm just gonna look at it. I'm like,
You still have
Somebody want to
no
throw it back in?
Oh, there's a beef. Why the fuck were
Yep,
you so
sorry.
late today?
I laid down. I laid down to
Idaho
open up my,
potatoes.
I laid down to open up my laptop and I fell asleep. So
A likely
The
story.
man's got a life. Come on.
yeah, I got a life too, but I'm sacrificing my time to work on stuff for this because I'm a good noodle.
You don't have a life, and we all know that. Anyway.
Okay, I would argue that, but it wouldn't matter because you wouldn't.
Anyway, yeah, the book is perfectly fine. There is no burning on the pages. There's nothing. You still can't read it, but you know, you have it.
That's pretty nifty.
How about we go ask?
Actually, hold on.
Does anybody else on the
Uh,
ship speak Elvish?
You're not
Yeah,
here.
I
You
did,
can't-
and we both
Oh.
tried, and we
We
failed.
don't speak native Elvish. We speak foreign Elvish.
Yeah.
Speaking of which,
Doc isn't
I'm
here.
going.
Smoking his pipe in the reading room.
Yeah, I'm not there, so never mind.
I'm just going to momentarily generate like a quick test block of Elven text on like a scrap of something, and then show it to Ida. It's like, can you read this, Iva?
I'm assuming. Wait,
no, you
I'm
cannot.
putting this is not. This is a DM thing because it depends because technically
Yes, it is.
Dungeons and Dragons Elvish is the same for Ravnica. But
Oh,
that
brings
would
up- that
I
brings- if Ravnica is the same basic Elvish, I would say yes. Then you could probably read Erden's Elvish.
because I'm just taking this as a technical standpoint from how the game is made. Technically, the Elvish is the same.
It is, yeah.
Mhm.
Well,
And
I
I'm-
think she's gonna realize what's
I'm
gonna happen.
I'm
She's
gonna
take
read
the
it
book
and say I'm just gonna read it and I'm gonna see it just says you're a bitch and I'm like okay.
Please tell me that's what it says. It just says you're a bitch.
It
No,
should.
it's literally just sort of like a quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog. It's like, oh,
It's
okay, you know
Ilorium
what?
ipsum.
Yeah, basically.
Like this is I understand it, but he just wrote gibberish. These aren't even words. I understand what he's doing, but he's just fucking with me. Can I just start a conversation with Erden, speaking Elvish?
I don't know, Kenny Hex.
Mm.
The,
Can you hear me?
if we can, yeah.
I'm just gonna say, can you hear me? Do you
Yes.
understand what I'm saying?
I'll respond in Elvish, just yeah.
Oh, okay. So if I say giant carrot basketball, you understand what that means?
Erden's just going to go back to hammering on the chain.
Okay, I'm just gonna say, okay, you understand. I was just gonna put complex words just to make sure it wasn't like. Look. I'm gonna start. I'm just gonna start speaking in Celestial also, and then just see if you understand that.
No.
no.
This is your chance, Doom Trooper. This is your chance.
He's down reading
I don't
engrossed in a
speak
history book.
Celestial.
Like I'm engrossed in a history book and working on a dissertation.
Okay.
Yeah, the man is busy.
the
Wing-
man
wing-
is learning.
Wingspan, X amount.
Like, I don't think you understand, Volt. The man has a purpose. He's not like the rest of you just standing around flapping your gums.
My purpose is to kill people.
He's a neural net
Okay.
processor, a learning machine.
Doom has a purpose, a
Erden-
goal on this world.
The man is a doctor. Let him be a doctor.
Exactly. And pretty much a genealogist at this point.
Ah, he's getting there.
Effectively, phylogynist.
I really wanna. I just
Anyways,
really wanna have a RP at some point. Maybe not this session or like next, but like where I just show him weird shit that he'll be like, "What the fuck?"
Alright.
About
Yeah,
angels.
Erden knows Elven Common, Dwarven, Draconic, Halfling, ciphers, and 2 other languages that you wouldn't
How the
recognize
fuck
being
did you
from
get so many
Ravnica.
languages?
He
The feet.
reads. And
Oh my god.
basically, yeah, Hex just took
If you
every language feat.
I mean, I don't have any feet, so
Alright.
feet.
Is there anything else anyone wants to do? While they're
No.
puffs on a pipe. Fascinating.
Fascinating.
I need an image of Ted just like sitting in the like a huge velvet chair, like you see on a like a vampire. Would
Yeah,
sit
I know.
in.
I'm getting it. I'm
Yeah.
getting it. I was thinking the same thing. Like a man smoking a cigar, reading a book, like whiskey near
he's-
him, like like
there's
cross
some
legs on
whiskey
the.
near him. His legs are crossed, and he's got
Yeah.
like one of the bathrobes. Or, like,
smoking
Yeah,
jacket.
the
he's got
smoking jacket.
jacket with like
Spy
the
smoking room.
Yeah. Fascinating.
Ted Bones or Ted Doc Bones McCoy. PhD, doctor, and all-around gentleman. An
A
extraordinary
man of
gentleman.
action.
An extraordinary
Like this
gentleman.
here, I got an
Yeah.
image, and I'm putting.
Jesus. All right. Is there
Right.
anything anyone else wants to do? Do you want to engage with the rest of the crew, or
How's
Nah.
how's crew morale?
crew morale is kind of okay. Everybody's kind of they're still a little shaken up at the fact that they're now free. Most of them are not from the free territories. They're from Kathos and Bramos and Atelia, so they're kind of like really far from home, and they just want to go home.
But our message to them has been, we'll do our best to get you home. We can't promise anything, but we're not going to keep you here. We're going to, make stops and be like, hey, if you want to leave, have fun. Thanks for flying. Thanks for flying Chaos Airlines.
Yeah. All right. I mean, that's basically just check on the crew, do my dissertation, examine the angel, and go from there.
Oh my god, there's an actual thing called a smoking jacket. It's like an actual article of clothing you could buy.
Yes.
What
Yeah.
the fuck?
Did you think we were joking?
I used to go to a cigar club where that
Oh
was a
my-
required required garment.
Was it
Oh my
actually?
fucking
That's actually
God.
really cool.
Yeah. They've shut
Yeah.
down now, but this is years ago. But yeah.
The cigar shop, there's like a cigar bar next to one of my clients' business.
I wonder if we have anything like that around us. I know there's a
No,
hooping
probably.
club.
God, no.
I know
We're
there's a
not
hooping
fancy
club.
enough here in Pennsylvania.
Fair point.
Mine's in Arkansas. You want to talk about not being fancy?
We got random graveyards in the middle of nowhere without like in like a 50-mile radius. I think we're not sophisticated enough.
Yeah, our local hangouts are usually the Lowe's parking lot.
Especially the one that's right next to the military base. So when you go on the road to get to the Lowe's, you think you're taking a wrong turn, but you're really not. There's just a Lowe's next to a military
I
base.
guess we are more classy. Our hangout was a Sonic parking lot.
Lovely.
Oh boy.
Damn.
So
So did we make it?
yes, you make it to Harley, and you see the docking tower that is used for mercantile and other airship travel. It appears to be in relatively good business right now. There's 2 other airships there, unloading or loading cargo. You're not really sure which. Eventually, the radio kicks on. Unknown airship, this is Control Tower. Please state your business.
We are here to resupply and re-christen the ship that we have just become owners of.
Right. Okay. Who's currently the captain of this vessel?
That's a good question.
Let me. Do you mean that as like who is currently flying it, or who is the current owner?
Who
that
owns
we
the
purchased
vessel? And please,
I mean,
please stop your forward momentum until we have given you clearance to land. Thank you.
I was to be like, Captain, please port us. I would be like, this ship belonged to what's his face's name?
You never got his name.
No,
Didn't I?
who's? You know what? Ted's gonna look over at Erden and just get this like, if the man could grin, he'd be grinning at him right now.
Oh, guys, I got this. One sec. This ship. This is the newest ship of Emiliano fella, whatever his name is. Fleet. We were paid to bring it here and get it all tip top shape for him to bring it back to him in Anchor Point.
Yeah, he's actually fitting the bill too.
Oh my god. Okay.
I got that for a dog.
They're kind of on the radio goes silent for a little bit. Don't know who his Captain Emilio is, but Emilio, he doesn't really. This guy's an underpaid intern. He doesn't know, but I guess. I mean, he doesn't register with anything in our books about doing any damage to the town, so I guess he can't be too terrible. Sure, go ahead and dock on deck C or port C. We'll have a crew and such ready. Harbor master will meet you there.
Thank you, sir.
Sweet.
Captain, dock us, please.
The radio goes silent.
I say we get the ship repaired and we ship we have the bill of lading sent to this guy and then we leave town.
Well, no, because I was going to put one of our names as the new captain of the ship.
Okay.
And I was.
You can still do that. You could still have your name as you can be the captain, but you can still say it's co-owned by Captain Emilio.
Yes, but to quote the harbor master, he hasn't done damage, and I might want to come back here later. Look,
Fair enough. Yeah. Stock us
in our name now because we just started.
All right. You dock the ship. Some people say they're gonna get off because they know their way. They know their way home. Most of them, some aren't even what?
Are we losing any of the bridge crew?
None of them are part of the bridge crew. All of them appear to be just like menials.
Well, I hope you guys have a good life, and hopefully we don't have to come save you again.
They give you their thanks and appreciations, and then proceed to disembark from the ship. On the loading ramp is a stern-looking hobgoblin, his bluish-gray skin shining in the light. Beside him is a human who does not look like he's happy to be so high up, and is kind of rubbing snot from his nose. And there is a very slender tiefling who kind of looks unamused.
Oh, there.
Hello?
Which one of you would have to be the harbor master?
That would be me, the hobgoblin says, taking 2 steps forward.
Get Lycos Jr., pleasure to meet you.
A pleasure. He offers you his hand.
I will, gently shake it. Don't want to do anything bad. Shake it.
Now, I'm sure since this is a Confederation ship, it's completely legitimate business and is not at all in any way, shape, or form shady or otherwise problematic.
Never.
He gives you the knowing look.
I'm going to come out and say, sir, the previous owner of the ship gave us the ship. I don't know what else to tell you. He just gave us the ship.
I don't need the details, I assure you.
He retired.
Speaking of details,
You're tired.
do you guys have the capability for us to re-register the ship and rename it and all that to get it onto the books as no longer a Confederation ship?
Well, technically speaking, we don't really have that authority, considering the ship's probably registered under... We can change shit around, don't worry. He eventually just decides, fuck it, I'm not gonna bother.
Perfect.
However, there is the matter of the docking fee.
Yeah. Of course.
It'll be 5 silvers.
5 silvers?
Yeah.
How much does the changing fee cost?
That's 30 gold.
30 gold. I'm gonna give him. I'm just gonna go ahead and be like, here's 31 gold. Just whatever.
Takes it, tosses it into the air. Much appreciated. Now, yes.
Sorry, that was not. I thought my mic was muted. I was
Gotcha.
talking to somebody. on my
I'm, for the record, I'm paying for their stuff because why not?
All right. He takes the coin and says, "We'll have it all changed. Do you want your ship looked at mechanically at all?
Yeah. How much does that take?
It'll cost you about 50 gold."
50. Mr. Erden, Mr. Mr.
Burden
Boat.
is broke.
I'm just gonna take out of my backpack a straight up gold bar, but it's worth 50 gold points because I don't have coins. I just kind of have
Well,
gold.
Would you accept that?
Bullion.
He
If not,
he kind of
if not-
gives the bar a weird look and is like,
Not the
"Let
weirdest
me-"
thing you saw as an angel. Okay, I'm making a joke.
It's he's not even concerned about you. He's just like, "Let me go
He
get
doesn't
someone who's a
give a
bit
fuck.
higher ranking than me," and he
Yeah,
kind of
if-
scurries off.
if not, we can figure out gold pieces, which is
Yeah.
try and split it between the group. Also-
Eventually, another person comes up. This one a human. Human. He looks at the bar. He goes, "That'll cover it."
Perfect. Also, I hate pestering you, but do you know anyone in the town who knows stuff about metal, like material?
You might want to check with. Give us a second while he pulls up a random name generator real quick.
I'm now broke.
You just say Henry. I don't care.
I want to make this a cool name.
And don't worry,
Do you?
Eva. I appreciate you paying for it. You didn't have to. I was just gonna ask if anyone had any coins so we could scrap. So I didn't have
I
to pay
mean,
them.
I got some money left
That's what I
over.
was gonna say. I was gonna be like, "Hey, Doc, you got like 20 coins you could throw in. I could throw in 30 or something like that. And we'll split it."
Yeah. I mean, we don't have to do the bar. I've got money.
Also, I do apologize. I guess I'm taking charge, thinking like Lycos would treat this like it's a ship, like a ship. Just be like, yes, I know how to work a ship.
Of course we do.
We Lobstraws are known for our sailors.
Glynstone.
Would he be working on the repairs?
He might. His crew, I believe, is actually on the roster for the union work. He flips up the clipboard and is like, "Yes, Glenstone's crew is on next on the docket for your labor work."
Oh, perfect, because we have some. A benefactor just gave some cargo and said, "Hey, if you need anything, use it." And I'm not sure what it is, so I don't know what's uses.
Very well. I will see if he's not too busy before he starts the work. Will
Thank
that
you
be
for your
all?
kind. Yes, one last thing. Sorry, I'm new to town, as you can tell.
The guy shrugs. I get paid regardless.
Gotcha. Where would one find provisions for the crew and everything?
General store at the base of the spire.
Anyone else need any questions?
I would like to medically examine the poor guy who seems to be suffering horribly.
Would you like a free medical examination from our doctor?
The guy who's got the sniffles.
Oh, he's like, "Nope, just and you see him like kind of sway as a strong breeze goes by. I don't really like the heights."
I'm gonna gently put a claw hand on him. I trust me. I understand, son.
He seems less touched by the fact that you are putting a claw on him and you are like a 10-foot tall lobster man. But he understands what you're doing and he looks like he appreciates it.
Well, I was. Well, what else am I supposed to do? Touch him with one of my little tentacle?
Not touch him at all. But hey, that's just me.
I'm sorry, I'm back. I had to take a call. Can you give me a brief explanation? I heard some of it, but not really.
Basically, we have we're gonna get stuff changed around so our ship's renamed and everything.
Yeah, I know that, but I heard a person, but
We're
I don't
having-
know.
Yeah.
The repair dudes will check our metal stuff. That's in the
Okay.
cargo bay.
And we're just talking to the harbor master for a minute.
And small
Yeah.
talk, figure out where everything is, so we're not, tourists. We at least can be like, yeah, we're going to the general store.
All right.
Alright.
Is there anything else you guys want to bring up?
Oh, where's a good place to find another job?
You could certainly. You could certainly walk around and ask around town. There's always somebody who needs something done.
Oh,
S-
sorry.
Okay.
I was gonna say, does somebody want to say something?
Yeah, is there would there happen to be a Cathos like emissary or some representative of Cathos here?
He raised an eyebrow. Here in Harley? Are you kidding me? Hell, we're lucky we get traffic these days. What with the war on?
But once it looks at him, holds up claws, Lobstros.
Fair enough. There was some.
It's like I'm a Lobstros.
There was some Bromosian captain running around. Might be able to talk to him.
Right. I said Cathos, not Bramos, but okay.
Well, no one from We haven't had a visitor from Cathos in a while.
All right.
All I can
I'll try.
Gives you a shrug. It is what it is.
Thank you very much. Sorry, take your time.
I get paid regardless. Then he starts shouting for people to get moving and actually get shit working.
Okay. So we're going to the general store.
Yeah, are we all gonna go and get supplies or?
I'm gonna stay on the ship because based on what you guys and just me, I would freak people out based on my current experiences with this world.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna stay here.
Yeah, of course.
All
right.
Is it possible I could take a long rest? Takes how many hours?
You can take a long rest while they do all their thing.
Okay, perfect. Now I can heal.
If we're gonna be gone for like a long time, I might as well just try and make the chainsaw thing again.
All right. So Hex is gonna try and do that.
I'm going to look at my fellow skeleton and be like, "You want to come with me?"
I mean, I'll stick with you, short.
All right.
All right. So me and the skeletons are going to store you guys' thing on the ship. Or Erden and Eva. Sure.
Yeah.
Yes. That's about what's
well,
going
basically, I mean, would be like, hey, Erden, if you're sitting on a ship, could you make sure to get a report from the stone dude on what's in the cargo bay? Yeah.
All right.
All right. Other than that, I guess we shall be off. If no one else has anything else, I feel weird taking charge.
Yeah, welcome to my fucking world. If it's not Hex, Thrace, it's not Hex or Thrace, because usually me who takes charge in these situations.
Yeah. And it's like you feel characters where it's like, I'm not supposed to take charge.
Let's see what the lobster can do. We'll give him a shot.
All right. Oh, do we have a head count of who's left on board?
As of right now, no. You do not.
Shit. Doc, you looked at just about everyone. Do you have a rough estimate?
You know what? I'll catch it. Where's the general store at?
Down at the base of the spire.
Okay. I'll hang back and do a general count, and then I'll get back to you. Like, I'll go meet y'all down there.
All right, yeah, because it's more so it's like I want to make sure we get enough supplies for.
Also, I want to see if this angel molts. I need some important.
No, I'm just gonna kind of sit, like almost like meditate. Because I don't know what the fuck sleeping is.
I'll probably think she's like
it's more re-energizing or something like that, and I'm just gonna kind of like a meditate pose and just kind of like glow slightly.
Just don't be creepy again.
I'm not creepy.
And I'm unconscious. I'm kind of unconscious during this, like an actual sleep. So I'm just
then I can't really ask any questions when I find her. Like, oh, she's asleep. Well, I'm gonna go count the crew, whoever's left.
All right, Lawrence. Maybe let's go.
All right. Before we go any further, how late do we want to be on tonight?
I am free all fucking morning.
Well, I don't know how.
Right.
I don't know how late Doom wants to be up.
I mean, I gotta be somewhere tomorrow, but I can go for another 30 minutes.
Okay, we'll go another 30
Okay.
minutes. Also, I'd like for everybody to give me times that they can do on Saturday because
Anytime.
obviously
I'm-
everything. I know
This is
Beef's.
this should be the last Saturday I have to work. So
Okay, cool. Never mind then. We don't have to do that then. Perfect.
Ideally, 3 p.m. or later, your guys' time, because I tend to sleep in a little bit on Saturday.
Yeah,
That's it.
Beef does too. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Perfect. Well, I'll say about 4 for that then. Should do.
That's it.
Okay.
Also,
Wait.
even though people can't see in our Discord, I have to go when we go into the supply shop, see if they make frosted combat pastries.
Frosted combat pastries.
I remember
Yes.
them not being
Those,
that
or
bad.
is that basically just a Pop Tart rebranded for
Yes,
Milwaukee's?
that is a Pop Tart.
They always give a standard name for like U.S. rations. Like,
I got really friggin' hungry at the range today. Anyways, let's go. That's in the story for after stream.
Yes, indeed. Or a story for a stream. Anyway, all right. So you start going through and counting the crew. Out of the 75-ish people that you picked up, about 15 have already left. So you've got 60 people. Most of them human, but you've got a fair healthy amount of kobolds. You've got your goblin crew. You have let me find the name. You've got Nico Bielek who was the driver that Lycos took a liking to.
Nico, my ballsy dude.
The guy definitely did his part. And you got a couple of orcs, and you have some hobgoblins. You have 1 or 2 dwarves, and that's about it.
That's it.
To Lycos and Bones, you'd make your way down from the elevator down to the bottom of the cargo spire and find the town is pretty bustling. Even though up there you got the impression that the town really wasn't doing good, it seems to be doing okay.
Oh, nice.
There are lots of people running around. There are cargo haulers moving, looks like lumber and material goods to and fro. Looks like there's a healthy amount of food merchants offering like various meats on sticks. Town doesn't seem to be in dire straits like you were led to believe. You do find the general store. It's run very close to the loading spire, and and you procure, I'm guessing, like very cheap but affordable rations.
Yeah. And beer, if I
Mm-hmm.
Always grab the beer. Beer is essential.
rations, beer, all that stuff. Shopkeep, do you know where some men can find some work?
Well, there's this thing that's been going on around town.
Sup?
It's well, there's no really easy way to put it. And at this point you hear a siren going off.
oh God,
Is it? Would it maybe have something to do with that siren?
Yep, and he just ducks. The streets clear out in record time. Truck drivers just basically abandon their vehicles and run for cover.
Is there those like windows in the shop and everything?
Oh yeah, there are windows.
I was just gonna turn around and look out the windows, be like, wonder what's going on.
Yeah, you watch as people just scramble into various buildings. Half a dozen people run in, not even acknowledging you. They just run past you screaming, trying like
No.
everybody's holding like kids or whatever in their hands close to their chest. You actually watch a truck driver jump out of his vehicle and just leave it there, running for cover.
There
Hey.
goes bad idea, but Lycos is gonna like rest his arm on like the top of the windowsill, and be like, wonder what your problem is. Like I'm in the building, but I'm gonna peek out to the window.
Ted is equally confused at all this.
And in the distance you see clouds. And once they get close, you see that they are vehicles. Several vehicles. A monstrous war truck with twin 50 cals. This guy is firing into the air, just making noise. There are bikes swarming all over, and there are 2 deuce and a half cargo carriers that eventually, that when they pull to a stop, they unload about 12.5 guys in ramshackled armor, weapons, and equipment. One
Mhm.
man jumps out, and he is a big motherfucker. Big ass person. He is not quite Kid Lycos' size, but he is Erden's height and about built, and he is built like a dwarf, just stocky as all hell. In one
Okay.
hand, he wields an automatic combat shotgun with a gun shield on the front, and his face is uncovered.
Is
My
is
favorite
he
town, he yells as he walks in, acting like he owns the place. What were you gonna say?
wait, is he walking into the building or walking into like the town
He's
center?
he's in the like the road, the main street.
Is he near the shop, or is the
Yeah,
shop like on like
he
the
pretty much,
the square?
if the vehicles wouldn't have stopped, they would have barreled right into the general store.
Okay. Because I have thoughts, but I'm gonna let you continue.
The man keeps walking. I love this town, I really do. Now, I know all of you have this grand notion that I'm here to kill, murder, rape, etc., but I'm not. And I don't understand why you keep throwing these ideas into people's heads. I am simply here to collect what is mine. I do help protect you. I mean, do you think the other bandit tribes from the south are gonna just, keep everything simple and clean like this? No. And all I ask in return is food, beer, and gold. And here I find I'm being stilted. I'm not getting my gold, and I'm not getting nearly as much beer. So what are we going to do about this? Nobody speaks up. They are understandably terrified.
Just one dude.
It's one heavily armored dude and then about a dozen other dudes.
How
Also,
close are they together with each other?
This point,
if you're thinking grenade, close enough.
at this point,
Get a
Kid
load of
Lycos
this guy.
is going to open the door, walk out, and go, "Excuse me, sir, I have a question."
He looks confused. The hell are you?
Like, who am I, or what am I?
Either. I'm feeling generous. At this point,
Oh,
the half track, or not the half track, the war truck's gun has turned on you.
oh, nice to meet you. I'm Kid Lycos. I'm gonna give a friendly wave with my claws. I'm a Lobtros. You must be from the inland areas, aren't you?
He doesn't deign that with a response.
All right. Well, anyway, I just had one question I had to ask you. Where did you get that shotgun? Because that is fucking awesome, and I kind of want one.
Oh, this?
Yeah.
It's it's a Treridian Mark 6. Quite nice, actually.
Oh, nice. Are they like widely variable, or you get that like
Oh,
custom
I
made?
had to get this custom made, I assure you.
Oh man, is that expensive as hell, or
Very, very expensive.
we're talking tens or hundreds of gold?
Tens.
Really? Okay, interesting.
Oh wait, you
Well,
meant wait, do you mean tens of thousands or
oh,
hundreds of
no,
gold?
I stupidly went tens or hundreds, like
No,
80 or 100.
we're talking like a couple thousand gold. This shotgun is pretty nicely built. It's got a nice mahogany stock. It's got gold filigree. This is
Will
a
you
very
allow
well put together gun.
Will you allow me to grab mine to show you without shooting me? Just want to show it because it'll show off my shotguns.
I'd rather you not.
All right. Well, you have a good day during whatever I'm passing through. I just wanted to ask because that's a really nice shotgun. Thank you for entertaining me. I'm gonna just scuffle back into the shop, shut the door.
Yeah.
As
You
I
know,
was,
this is really not our fight.
I know, but look at how awesome that shotgun is.
I don't care. Shut up. Stay in the door.
Doc, I want one of those. That
Was
is
it
my
worth
goal.
it? Was it
No.
worth it?
Yes, because now I know what they're called and I know how much they cost to get one. I guess you guys are misunderstanding. I'm not willing to fight him for a shotgun. I just want to know where to get the shotgun.
Is
That's
that
my whole goal is where the fuck to get that
hey,
awesome
hey,
shotgun.
hey, Sarge.
hey? So is there like so we're still in the general store, right?
Yeah, you guys are just watching these guys kind of start bullying people into giving them gold and shit.
Who's in here? Who's in here? Who's in here with us?
Bunch of random civilians.
Hey, you think any of these guys would make a fuss if we grab some donations from this general store while this is going on?
It's like,
Whoa.
whoa.
Bones.
What?
And
I
have
mean, we could
enough
profit from this too.
We can profit from this too.
bones. Look at me, my lobstraw eyes.
Where?
Once we have a full crew for our ship, then we can start thinking that way. But when there's 3 of us, we can't be thinking that way.
Yet.
Because it's going to be kind of easy to be like, oh yeah, it was the lobstros and 2 skeletals.
Yeah, but like,
Bones,
Wow.
look around. How many skeletals and lobstros are there in this city?
Have we
You know-
seen any gimps?
that's a good question.
Out-
Have we seen any other ones?
Outside of Anchor Point, you guys haven't seen shit. Mostly it's been humans and some. Mostly it's been humans, goblins, orcs, etc., etc. You've only seen a few skeletals in Anchor Point and like 1 lobstros.
Yeah, I say we let this one go this time.
Oh,
Yeah, maybe not.
wait, actually, hold up. Give me a second. I'm going to poke my head back out. Excuse me, sir.
You thought about equal
How
opportunity
much?
employment?
Yeah, no, how much gold do they owe you?
As much as we can carry.
Shit. Give me a minute. Pokes my
It's a
head back in.
lot of gold.
Or closes the door. All right. Does everyone in here have like a gold piece they can spare?
Just to get this guy out of town.
Yeah, I was gonna ask, like, not be like, come here. I'm just be like, do you guys have gold pieces you can spare?
Everyone's like, no, nah.
I'm just gonna
I've
look
got a
at.
silver.
Okay.
Not helping.
Oh
I see.
dear.
All right, Doc, how much do we have combined?
I've got 170 gold pieces.
You got $170. Bones, how many you got? Bones.
Me? I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Yeah. Bones.
I'm trying to find. I'm trying to find. I think I have like 50.
Why don't you write this shit down?
Well, it was because I didn't. When we did this originally, he said we didn't know how far we were going to go, so I didn't actually do the money.
Oh shit. Okay,
All
that's
right,
my fault.
so you have 50.
I
All
think
right,
50. It was 50. Yeah.
Bones,
I mean,
Bones, give me 5. Doc, can you give me like 20?
Sure.
fine.
Whatever.
All right, I take Bones 5. I
Ain't
take
gonna bother
Doc's
me.
20. I get my. I get 20 of my own. Walk
This
out
is
there.
only because I don't want to shoot this guy with my only rocket I own.
Sir, I know you have other business to attend to, and this is your territory and all that stuff. I honestly don't care. But do you mind just taking this and, I don't know, bugging away for a few days so we can conduct our business and get out of here?
Kind of looks at the gold as you're offering it.
It's 45 pieces in total.
Oh,
I can throw in a
Fine.
few pistol magazines if that would help.
right. Because pistols really. And at this point, he does seem to notice your weapons and goes, "Oh, those are some nice pieces." He looks at the pistols that you have.
Mm-hmm.
Tell you what, I could be persuaded to leave for a couple of days in exchange for the gold and those beautiful firearms there on your hip. I'm not really sure what you call that.
Nah, that's a bit too much. Same these for a rainy day. You know, sometimes while shotguns can do many, many things, unfortunately, I don't. Wait, I'm sorry. How many rounds does your shotgun hold when fully loaded?
I don't feel like I'm inclined. I don't feel that I
I,
need to
I,
answer that question.
I'm asking as a shotgun enthusiast. Trust me, I've already talked to with my dudes. We have nothing. We don't want anything to do here. We literally just stop taking provisions. That's it.
10.
Yeah, you see, with mine combined, I get a grand total of 4. So you see, I need something just in case stuff gets a bit too hairy. I appreciate your like for them. I can understand that as a fellow gun person, but I can't let them go. I'm sorry. Gold is still on the table.
Tell you what, I'll take your gold, and then you can go in peace, and I won't bother you. Hey,
Oh, you mean
boss,
just
we're
us?
all done here. Ah, finally. Now,
Oh, well,
if you feel
if
you
you're
need...
pockets of gold, guess you don't need my gold.
No, give him the gold. Just give him the gold. Let's get out of here.
Dear God.
Dear God, man, just give him the gold.
Are you poking your head out to tell me that?
Yes, I will poke my head out and just be like, give him the gold. We got shit to do.
What does Big Bad Dude do?
He takes the gold, gives you a tip of his helmet, and then proceeds to walk away. Now, if you think you can steal to me again like that, I assure you it will end horribly. Ta-ta, farewell. And then he hops into into the war truck, and everyone piles in and just rides away.
Oh, we don't have any doors of you because I like to eat them. All right, have a good day. Bye.
Bye, have a beautiful time.
Yeah.
Like we can come back and take care of this problem.
Oh, everybody's glaring daggers at you.
What'd they expect us to do?
Well, you're a bunch of armed guys. They kind of expected you to, do something.
We're 3 guys.
These are random townsfolk who are even if you did shoot at them, probably would be ungrateful because half their town would be destroyed. I think you're overestimating their ability to think ahead.
Yeah, that's what I figured. We're just here to buy our supplies.
Yeah. Shopkeep. How often do these guys come through town?
Every other week or so.
All right,
Like, we
yeah.
keep that in mind. We have a few other things to attend to, but hey, we're flexible.
They all kind of make noises as you walk away. You pay for your provisions, 20 gold for like 3 weeks supply, or for
Right.
like a 3-month supply of hardtack, dried meat, or salted meat, etc., etc.
Gotcha.
I'll drop the money.
Yeah, as I say, like we can split it if you want, but I'm getting a bit low because I paid for like.
Oh, do you have a big cloak?
Yes.
Like I'm talking like I'm going to like mimic like
a 6x6 tarp.
But I want it to be a nice cloak. Decent.
Nope, don't have anything like that. Got some burlap
Well,
in the back.
No, that's not cool. But a big cloak.
I don't have anything fancy, but I've got this. And he pulls out a very drab poncho-like.
It'll work.
Garment.
How much?
2 silvers.
Done.
Takes the money and gives you the cloak.
All right.
Dog. Is the cloak for a friend?
Yes, it's for the angel. She needs to be able to walk around and interact with society. It's also part of my dissertation.
It's also part of my dissertation.
Garage Josh is kind of just like facepalm.
Have that. I can't have that get ruined.
Subtle, you know.
Damn. Once again, you've all talked. Nobody decided to start shooting spontaneously.
I was thinking about it.
Like, we'll come back for this guy.
Yeah. My plan was to get back to Shrimp and be like, hey, how long is it going to take us to get to what was I looking at? I was looking at Shifton. Because I was going to say, like, go to Shifton, drop people off, report to Cathos, be like, hey, things done. And people like, we got to take some business, come back, basically go back to Harley, and basically have everyone ready
Like-
to go.
Yeah, and like wreck this dude's shit one day.
Basically, be like, walk back in the shop, be like, they coming tomorrow? Great. Okay, Crack, I want 3 guys there, 4 guys there, 2 guys there. Erden, you there, basically just be like, get ready so I can come out and be like, oh, nice shotgun, and cross him again.
I was expecting you to when you
crossfire.
said when you said check your shotgun. Were you actually gonna shoot him?
What do you mean?
Like you said, I want to show you my shotgun. Like, are you gonna
No,
shoot
I
him?
literally was just playing this off as a shotgun enthusiast.
That's depressing.
He really did just like the shotgun.
Yeah.
You are Sarge from Red vs. Blue, aren't you?
Yes.
Griff,
But
name
also
a shotgun.
because I don't want to get in that shit show about Erden, at least. Fucking Erden, like Chimera and like his 12 other things.
Yeah. I do bring multiple guns to the field, and at the very least that gives the enemy more things to shoot at that they can generally handle.
And once again, since we have our 15 goblin goblin special forces, like I want to make sure we have all our guns.
By the way, if no, I fucked up when I named the goblin. I should have named him Vernon Roach or something.
Roach.
There's still time. I can still do it at some point or another.
You can. But yeah, I'm gonna pick up the provisions because I'm the strong dude, and go back to the ship.
All right. A few days
I will-
later, the ship is inspected, repaired, and everything is cut and dry.
I will go to the angel and be like, throw this on.
Question: how many is a few days? Is this like
2 days.
2 or like this a week? Okay.
In 2 days. In that span of time, Erden, you do complete the project for Iva.
Huzzah!
I won't make you roll for that because you've already rolled like twice for it, so I'm gonna say you fix it and make it work. And you eventually do.
What do you mean have a cloak? I'm so confused.
Like
So your
the
wings
dog-
aren't just sitting there as you walk around.
have this big gigantic cloak so you can walk around in society and not be stared at.
Okay. I don't know how that would work, but
It's easy.
Wings aren't
You fold the wings
common.
in, and then you walk, and then you just look like a hunchback instead of an angel.
oh my god.
It is a bonus.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Erden, you'll probably enjoy this.
Mhm.
But when we were in town, we ran into the most interesting person, and we don't have a job, but basically we have another thing we can come back and do in about a week or 2.
Oh, okay.
Let's just say there's somebody here who thinks that he's the shit. And I think you should meet your friend Chimeria. I don't think he's even on
Well,
Chimeria.
maybe he is. I don't know. Did you tell me more about him? Is he just
He's just a thug and he shook us down.
just
And he
rude?
said, I am the best artificer in the world.
I don't think he said that.
Yeah, he did.
I don't.
Doom? Or, I mean, I'm sorry. Doc? Isn't that exactly his words?
I believe so. I believe he said something along the lines like his machines were the best in the entire region and no one could ever outdo him.
What machines did he have?
He had this big like gun truck and some motorcycles and you know they look nice, but he was just saying
They
that he was the best. Yeah.
He was just being a
He
shit.
may be the best artificer in this world, though. I don't know. I'm not gonna judge him like that.
Why not?
I figured you want to test his skills. See if there's anything you can pass down to him. Seeing as how you are the best artificer.
Not especially if you said he shook you down.
No,
Why would I try to teach him something? You guys are trying to hide something from me, aren't you?
Yes, basically.
You gave this man a large sum of money, didn't you?
No.
Not all from one person.
Erden. Let's
Oh dear God.
come back here in a
Is my long rest done? Am I like gonna awake?
Yeah, at this point you are awake.
I'm just gonna awake
Yeah.
in the middle of this shit.
Yeah,
I'm
you-
just gonna be
all,
like,
all you hear is you gave them a large sum of money, didn't you?
I'm just gonna be like, oh, you guys are back. I'm just
Listen,
gonna say that.
all I'm gonna say is I offered to shake down the general store in the confusion, and they said no. So, if you want to know why we took a loss,
For Erden, the money we can recoup if we come back in 2 weeks with our guns ready. Metal for you to tinker with. They did have a lot of metal.
You know, I do
And
need the.
also-
I could use some extra funding. Fine.
And kill them, steal their vehicles, and hey, now we have an army of trucks and stuff. Or small batch.
And we might get to kill something.
And I might get a cool shotgun.
Yes, you could get a cool shot. Okay, fine. You know, just fine. Oh, also, now that you're up, I've
gonna
I
high-five
completed your shield. It is absolutely fantastic.
I'm just gonna sit. I'm gonna be like, time to bond with it. I'm just gonna sit there again and just start glowing again.
And just
Hey,
stare at it.
Bond with it.
Good news. We already have some friends that you can take
I'm
the
just
shit
gonna.
out on.
No, I'm just gonna say, like you said, the question to bond with it. I'm just gonna be like, yeah, so I can teleport it.
Ted is going to start taking so many notes right now. It's not even funny.
And
I want to go look around, go find Scrack, and be like, "Hey, you guys could set an ambush."
it's not Scrack, it's Gak.
Oh, Gak, sorry. I just start playing an ambush with him.
You actually can't find the goblin. He seems to have disappeared. And eventually you just resort to yelling his name. And you get back to where everybody is, and you're eventually you're just like, I don't know where Gak is. And then the goblin disappears next to you. Yeah? What you need?
I need you and your men to do that to some unsavory people when we come back to this town in a week or two.
You want us to cut him up?
I want you to do whatever you want with them to make sure that, they will not be doing the things that they are currently doing anymore. Permanently.
Okay, I got you.
Your minions don't care.
He gives you this kind of like sick, twisted grin of, yeah, I know what you want. I know what you want.
There is one limit of engagement. Crap, I'm trying to think about it. Basically, limit unnecessary destruction to the area as much as possible. Like, don't destroy the town doing it.
No promises. So, where are we going now? Oh, actually, no. There is one other thing we need to do here. Eventually, about half an hour, a couple of hours after this, you eventually meet the man, the myth, the legend, the man known as Glenn Stone. Mr. Stone is an elderly-looking dwarf who has very weathered bronze skin. He doesn't fit the classical description of a dwarf. He is very, well, again, he's very sun-kissed. He looks like he hasn't mined a day in his life. He's very scrawny. You would almost mistake him for, or at least Ern would almost mistake him for a gnome if it wasn't for the absolutely massive forked beard that he has. I was told you had something to show me. I'm curious.
Yes, we have some stuff in our cargo bay that we're not exactly sure what it is, and we're needing an expert opinion on it, and we would recommend it to you.
Take me to it.
All right. I take him down there with anyone else who wants to come on the party.
Erden is definitely curious.
Of what? Are we? Sorry,
That random,
The big block of metal.
yeah,
Yeah,
the
we'll check
random,
what's in
the
cargo.
random ingots.
Oh, okay. I thought we were going boom boom time.
No, that's for a later
Not
date.
quite yet.
Boom time is going to require us to travel to another city and back.
Yeah. Let's see if this thing's worth some money. We're kind of in a deficit here. Someone's
Yeah.
got to be the money man.
We'll see if there's anything useful for it. Yeah. I'm going to go to a crate and pop it open again.
All right. As soon as you pop the crate open, his eyes go wide. Well, where did you get these? He
Don't
holds
worry
it up,
about it.
They with the ship.
he holds up. Now, these aren't like huge ingots like you traditionally see. They're about maybe half an inch thick,
Mhm.
6 inches long, 3 inches wide, and they are. When he takes it out, he spits on it and he rubs it, and you see an emblem appear. It is a pickaxe crossed with a war axe, with a small fire burning underneath of them.
Hey, fire.
That looks cool.
It's also very important.
Oh.
These, he says, holding it up to all of you so that you can see. These were made in the forges of Amherst, back in Charidia.
Charidia?
Charidia is the third part of the
Yeah, I see it.
Entente. Amherst is
Oh,
its
nice.
capital.
Yeah, I see.
This
Ooh.
is valuable.
How valuable are we talking?
This ingot right here is worth about 600 gold on the open market.
What about the closed market?
Let's not get into that discussion.
Hey, I'm not here to judge you or anything. I'm just here for a expert opinion.
If you were to take now, to most metalsmiths this is useless, but to the ones known as artificers, this is a very powerful material.
God damn it.
He looks confused. What?
Well, you said artificer, and we have one. Long story short, we know one, and I know that they're going to be like, oh, I want to use it and not let us sell it. But
Erden is there. He's
Yeah.
Yeah,
We try to talk like
he's
he's
just
not
sort
here.
of listening
You
in
know.
like in a bemused fashion with his head cocked to the side, looking at Lycos, just like
He's right. He's
This is
literally
going.
standing right here.
whatever, fun. But all right. So artificers should pay top dollar. Who else would pay top? Who would pay top open market dollar?
anyone who has who wants a really, really damn good, damn light and damn fast airship.
Okay.
You see, this is a special kind of metal. It reacts differently to magical currents. Ordinarily, iron, steel, brass, copper, etc., they all have different ways of reacting with magic.
Mhm.
Iron and steel tend to ground it, which is why rune weapons are a thing. Brass, copper, and sometimes silver, for the most part, tend to react very positively towards it. Which is why most of your rune etchings and magical enchantments are written in brass or silver. This doesn't need that. This can basically absorb magical energy and store it, kind of like a battery or a capacitor. And when you want it to let go, it lets go. Pretty damn well too.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna look at Erden.
How much of this do we have?
He goes through the whole crate, and in the end, he pulls out about 50 ingots.
And that's all we have.
That's all you have.
Erden, you get 5. Only 5.
No,
I
was.
don't just. I just want the money. I don't necessarily need these.
Hey. Well, thank you, Mr. Stone. I'm gonna.
Think of all the guns we could put on the ship.
I feel like a dick doing this. I'm gonna be like, give me a second. I'm gonna go and huddle with everyone real quick.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, the stuff's not really good for weapons. It's a little too soft. He actually takes it and bangs it onto like a steel table, and the bar dents a little bit.
Ah, cool.
Hmm.
That wasn't my whole thing. My other
So it's
business
zinc.
gonna be like,
Yeah,
how do
basically,
we?
basically it's like zinc. It's a zinc style metal.
How would you guys feel if we gave him a bar to as a thank you and to not mention it?
I'm okay with this. I'm gonna look at everybody else.
Yeah, I
He's
say
like-
I say we give him a bar, we sell half, and then keep the other half for either our personal use or for a rainy day, or something like that. Any objections?
Not really.
It's money. We will
Sorry, was
have.
that plan? You're cutting out a little bit.
Oh, sorry. My plan was to give Mr. Stone, just give him one of the bars as a thank you and a hey, don't mention it, and then instantly sell half as soon as we can, and then keep half
Would
for
he?
rainy days /
Would he?
personal uses.
Well, I mean, again, right? It seems like he says it's good to make an airship out of. So, he's still there, right?
Yeah, he's still there.
Could I ask him why would this be good to make an airship out of if it's soft and
It's not really the airship itself. It's the internals, the gas bag, etc., etc. Basically, basically what they do is it's a really finicky process. Most airships have fairly small amounts of this lining the interior of their air balloons.
Like a coating.
Yeah, it's a coating exactly, and that the way it reacts with magic, it'll creates a more powerful lift. Couple hundred years ago, we used to use actual balloons before people realized you could use this stuff instead. And then we created the armored stuff that you see nowadays, like this.
Wait, hold up. Cool. Sorry. I have another suggestion for the group.
So it's not really uncommon, but it's a pain in the ass to get out of the airship. It's only mined in a few places in the world. Most of them on the other continent by the orcs. So usually you don't see. Usually, you'll see a couple of ingots lying around, but it's not like this. Wherever you got this stuff from, they must have been breaking down airships a lot. Must have broken down a lot of them too. For context, 2 or 3 of these ingots probably is inside this ship at this point.
Gotcha. Let's I think me and the associates, we need to all convene.
Am I gonna wake up? Is this been enough timer now?
You're gonna wake up. Basically, this is the equivalent of having platinum in your catalytic converter. It's not really.
So I'm thinking a few things here. I'm thinking we keep some, sell most. And I'm thinking maybe we see if Mr. Stone and his crew would like to join us. Because they are repairmen. Always use crew members. And he seems very knowledgeable.
Actually, hold on. How much would would I have any idea what the sort of an average cost for an airship would be?
You wouldn't, but Stone can tell you. The average cost of he stomps his foot on the deck. Average cost for an airship like this goes about 25,000.
Okay. So if I do some math here, if we just go over to the guy we said we'd get this for originally, and drop this airship off at his place. Have him foot the bill. We could generate enough funding with these, and potentially even like a trade-in. If he gives us his old ship, we do those in a trade-in and potentially go up a class from this ship. Of course, that wouldn't leave any profit. It'd just get you a different airship and
Wait, how big
fewer
is
burned bridges.
Miliano's airship?
Honestly, it's about the same size. As
So wait,
you weren't getting
so
him.
what-
You weren't getting him an upgrade. You basically are getting. He sent you to go get him the beginning of a flotilla, basically.
That's fine. Well, we could still do that and then buy another one with the ingetry here.
but we still have
The ingetry.
Yeah.
Long.
But it would definitely be more effective to just spend the money and burn the bridge.
Yeah. Oh, we already were around the bridge. I thought that was the whole plan.
Yeah.
There was some trucks, and he lost the trucks, men, and the airship.
And we never have to go back there.
We never have to.
And
That's
if-
true.
And if we do, hey, Mr. Miliano, we have the airship too.
Eat a dick.
Does Ern still have the book?
Which book?
The book that you totally are not just stealing from that one library?
Oh yes, he does. He does.
No idea what you're talking about.
We could scout. We could always skeleton mail that one back if we needed to.
Skeleton mail it back? Yes.
could.
Yes.
Just send it.
Yeah, no, this is not going back to that library in this dimension.
Actually, but okay. But I guess my main question is, what do we do? Because I kind of liking Mr. Stone, and we do need some crewmen because we aren't fully crewed. I'm always down for offering people who have, talents to join our crew if they would like. And we definitely have ways to pay them now.
Well, we're gonna need to convert these ingots into funding.
Yeah. Mr. Stone, is there anyone here who would be purchasing some ingots from us?
Not really. This isn't a shipyard. This is just a waypoint.
Where would the nearest one be?
Kathos.
Kathos, you say? That's interesting.
You'd want to head to either Asrid, Forktown, or Uxbridge.
Uxbridge. Okay.
Well, we were already heading over to Kathos anyway,
Yeah,
so that'll be.
I say we should go to Asrid and sell and shit. And then we can come back here and fuck with dipshit McGee.
Bit of a warning. You're gonna need to really have a good explanation for. Well, no. Wait, where did you get this ship from?
Wait,
It was a donation.
who's asking us?
Stonus.
Stone. It depends. We were given the ship.
Who'd you steal it from?
We didn't steal from anyone. We were legitimately given the ship.
Really? Who gave it to you?
Yes. Some captain.
He retired.
Captain of, and he gives you like the rolling hand motion of and.
This ship? We didn't actually get his name. He was very polite.
What nation was he fighting for?
But he wasn't fighting at the time that he gave it to us. So.
At this point, he just kind of walks up and glares at you. Who?
Can I just walk up the Stone and just say, don't worry about it. It's okay. Everything's fine.
Mr. Stone. Sorry.
Well, I'm letting you know
Is
that.
Is this something you want to make an issue out of?
Kind of, because
It's not
Hold up.
piracy or privateering, we'll tell you that much.
Yes.
at this point he's just kind of, all right. Just as long as it's not Cathosian, because they will actually gut you like a fish.
No.
Also-
Let's just say we took this at the suggestion of a Cathosian general.
That makes it a little bit better.
Is how we obtained it. We did not. We obtained. Well, actually, wait. You don't want it to be from. You don't want it to be from Cathos. Oh, great, because it's from. Where's it from? Was it from?
It would be the
Wasn't it-
Confederation of
no.
General.
No, the
Yeah.
Confederacy.
Yeah, this
Confederate.
Yeah.
is from the Confederation.
Oh, then never mind. The Cathosians will probably pay you for taking it.
Yeah.
That's the
That was-
goal.
Yeah.
That's hopeful.
Well, wait. So wait. You don't care? Like you're pro Cathos. You don't care about the other people?
Buddy, I was born and raised in these lands. I don't care who fights. I just wanted to give you some friendly advice that going in with the problem is the emblem here, and he taps the Tridarian emblem. This is gonna get you in trouble if you're not careful. My advice: sell it as quickly as possible and get rid of it. You,
All right.
Very
well,
fair, sir. Very fair.
The emblem is on the ware.
I'm just gonna.
It's all every one of these ingots is stamped with the crossed axe and pickaxe of Terraria.
Mr. Stone, has your crew completed repairs for our ship and everything?
We should be finished up here in the next 2 or 3 hours.
All right. Well, then I'll just be honest with you. We were basically told, hey, there's a shipyard using slave labor for the Confederation, and the Cathosian general wanted to make sure that it was, not running for a little bit. And we assisted in some way and came about the ship.
All right, fair enough.
Hmm.
Can't really say anything to that, I guess.
So are you guys? Well, crap. I guess you said you're from here, so that rules out my other idea. Oh well.
I'm just gonna do something weird. I'm just gonna go like the other side of the ship. And basically I'm just gonna throw my thing off and then just call it back just to test it.
Gotcha.
It worked perfectly.
Yes.
The elf has worked himself well.
No, I meant the recall, not the.
Oh, yeah, it works fine.
I was just
I should
wondering
also.
if he freaked out. I just threw it.
No, I'm not freaking out of that.
Mr. Stone, I have a question.
Mhm.
Would you potentially be? Would you be interested at all in joining a crew of traveling mercenaries?
I'm an old man. I'm not really fit to go gallivanting around the world looking for violence, bloodshed, etc., etc.
I can understand.
I've seen more of the free territories than most ever will. I've seen a fair bit of Cathos too.
Fair enough.
Fair enough. You just seem like a man with, knowledge, and thought you'd be useful. But I'm not gonna, sit here and beg you to join us or anything.
I'll keep it in mind, but I got a family. I got shit to do here. I can't really just pack up and leave.
Also, do you know anyone in particular who would be in the market for this?
Any shipyard's gonna pay you a hefty price, but the problem is it's got that emblem on it, and they're not gonna want to touch it without the proper paperwork, which you definitely don't have. So you're probably not gonna get you're probably not gonna get market price for it, but you might be able to work something out.
We'd probably get market price if we could get proof that we were told yes by the Cathos to yes go in this shipyard and yes do this. But
we'll figure it out. Yeah. Hey guys, I'm going to have to call it.
Yeah, go ahead. I was about to say.
I'm gonna have to dip out.
Yeah, we'll call it here. It was wonderful playing with everybody.
Yep. Good night.
Sorry about that. I didn't mean to come in halfway through. I was tired.
That's okay. I did the same. My
It's
computer decided to update itself and be stupid.
Oh. Oh, hey, guess what, Kim? I finally found one of those Manlighter M95s. I got one now.
Right. I'll catch y'all later.
See ya.
Wait,
The Austrian
seriously?
straight pulls. Yeah.
You actually bought one? Damn.
But
do.
what?
A Mannlicher M95 rifle. It's the Austrian World War I rifle. Straight pull bolt.
Nice.
Very
Alright,
hard to find.
I am going to stop the stream. Thank you to everybody who stayed and watched. I hope you. I know this wasn't exactly an action-packed or very, air quotes, interesting session, but I thought we had a good time tonight. Nice and mellow, very very easygoing. You guys discovered a fair amount of money, possibly just waiting. You also have other crates in there if you want to open those up.
Ooh.
But other than that, it's yeah. We will see you all again. Oh wait, that reminds. So, do we want to start at 4 next week? And do we want to do longer sessions?
Sure. I mean, I like RPing a lot.
Oh, did Bear leave? Fuck.
What?
Bear left. I was gonna ask him too. Fuck.
We'll do a ping at everyone or something then.
Yeah.
I'm
then
sure
we'll
we can
do
figure it out by then.
a chevron. 90-degree.
Alright, I'm going to stop the stream. Everybody have a good night.